many dancers thinking seriously to come and dancing in Egypt. Egypt is one of the most important countries. If you're dancing in, you will become famous all over the world. There are some points I love to share with you to be legal and right to dance in Egypt. A lot of dancers from all over the world thinking seriously to come to Egypt and dancing in. Why? Because if you dance in Egypt, you will become famous all over the world. This is very important for all of us. Why also? Because Egypt was and is still famous for our Oriental dancing, belly dancing, and folklore dancing, of course. A lot of dancers, they love very much to come, but sometimes they didn't keep in mind that there are some rules they have to work in or to do it to be good and to be right legal in this type of work here in Egypt. To avoid all the problems, same like the last problem we heard a few weeks ago with one dancer here in Egypt. The impresarios, we have a lot of impresarios in Egypt, of course, and they love seriously to have a lot of dancers and they can hire them in many places. But you have to keep in mind that you have a contract. This is the first point. A contract from the place which will you perform in. In Egypt, we have many hotels. So you can choose one of them, or you can contact one of them from your country, and then you start sending them your papers, everything. If they agree, they will asking you to come, very easy like that, and you will be in. 4 stars hotel, 4 stars, 5 stars, 7 stars hotel, we have all over Egypt. So for this reason, the opportunity is wonderful. And Egypt now opened, or start to open now after the epidemic, start to open but little bit. So they need, and they asking for dancers from all over the world. We love very much foreigners dancing with us here in Egypt or dancing in our land. So you are welcome if you want to come, of course. First, as I told you, you have to have a permission, which it means the contract. Then, when you come to Egypt, you have to contact our Syndicate of Artists. In the Syndicate of Artists, they will help you to finish all the papers, which is very easy. But first, you have to contact them. They are very kind. You have to contact them and give them the contract or show them the contract. And then through the contract, they will finish you everything. The papers can be finished in 1 month, not more than that. It costs 3,500 until 5,000 Egyptian pounds. It is around $200 to 350, not more than that. So it is very easy like that. It takes 1 month, you can be ready, and then you can dance or you can do your performance. This is the most important point you have to keep in mind to dance in Egypt. The Egyptian people love very much foreigners dancing here, and they love very much to see you, to watch your dance. They love it very much. We have a lot of foreigner dancers in Egypt. We love them. We love all of them, of course. But sometimes, which is Egyptian habit, sometimes we love very much to compare between them and the Egyptian. 90% of the Egyptian love this very much, to see what is the difference, to find how it looks like, and many points like this. So don't keep in mind that the Egyptians are aggressive or something like this, but they love very much this comparing between both the Egyptian dancers and the foreigners. So keep in mind that the Egyptians love this very much, and They will do the compare sooner or later. They will do the compare with you or from you or with both of you, the Egyptian and the foreigners, you or anyone. It is like that. Also, there are an important point I love to tell you. There are a lot of foreigners were in Egypt, but they work it illegal, without papers, without permissions. Why? Because they can dance in many places. Okay, very good. But in the end, they will lose either money, this is the little thing, and maybe their life. Something like that. Egypt is not a paradise. Egypt seems like the other countries, except that a little bit safety. When someone screaming in a street, especially a foreigner, most of the people in the area, they will come immediately and helping him. This is very important point you have to put in mind. But in dancing, completely different. In dancing, you can find people, drunk people or something like that in some places, special places. So you have to be careful and you have to be legal. Look, when you have a permission or a contract from the place you will dance in, 90% of these places, they will give you also a permission to dance in another place. It's very good for them and good reputation for them. So for this reason, you have to have a contract, then finish your papers, then dance with them. Also, you have to keep in mind that if the contract doesn't give you the permission to dance outside, so please don't do it. But from the beginning, you have to tell them that maybe you will perform in another place or another area. So maybe you will have a work or go to another area and do your dance over there. So it is very easy like that. They will give you the permission and no problem in this. Other side, it will be safety for you too. That means exactly these people, you are working with them, they know exactly where have you been or where you will go. So you will be in safe. This is very important points. I love to share it with you. Also, I will leave you in the description the address of our Syndicate of Arts and their contacts. You can contact them when you arrive to Egypt, asking them and finish everything, all the right papers, legal papers, and you are welcome to Egypt.